I'm proud of the department's response to the pandemic. You know, I'm proud that we took a leadership position in that, and you know, I know that that's going to be something that when Chicago gets through this, which it will, and it looks back on the performance of its police department, it recognizes what a good department it has, and one that can enforce public health orders without being heavy-handed, that can do that kind of enforcement, which is very delicate, by the way, in a manner that achieves the results without turning this into a police state. You know, even though I'm going to be leaving with a pandemic half done, I think we're in a good spot to emerge from it as a city that is stronger because of it. Now, you know, the mayor and I spend a lot of time talking about the outliers, folks that are not complying and they're doing risky behavior and endangering everybody. But I think that by and large, you know, Chicagoans have done a good job. And I know they're getting tired of it, and I totally understand that. But I also understand that this is a time that everybody needs to keep their eye on the prize and keep each other safe. So we've done put probably an extra 800 to 900 folks that normally wouldn't be in uniform and in blue and white cars into those roles. But at the same time, you know, we've doubled our sick rate. It's still not inordinate. We're at 8%, which is about twice what it usually is, but it's been maintained pretty steady. You know, we haven't seen any huge spikes in it over the last 10 days, so that's really good. So that's, you know, that's taken much of our resource, and then all the other things I talked about, you know, the closures and the social distancing, you know, warnings, and the security at McCormick Place and at the hotels and all that. That's a big drain. So, you know, there are less cops doing with more responsibility right now. I hope that the changes that I made survive time. I'm confident that they will, or I wouldn't have made them. But I hope that they bring Chicago the police department that it deserves. I'm disappointed that I wasn't able to get all of the restructuring done. You know, it's all on paper and it's all in progress, but because of COVID and the cancellation of the academy classes and the slowing down the promotions because of that, and the slowing down in just a number of things, I mean, I wasn't able to get it all implemented, and my goal was to do that before I left. So, but that was beyond my control, beyond the city's control, beyond anybody's control. So I'm okay with that, but I'm just disappointed I wasn't able to do it. That was certainly on my list. I have learned that this is a great police department in many, many ways. It needs some really strong leadership, which I think the new superintendent will provide. I think that I wished I would have understood that more when I started, because it took me a while to understand that. So, but it was not time wasted. I spent a lot of time with the cops and talking to them, and through that, I learned that they are cut from good cloth, that have a strong desire to do the right thing. You know, they are hardworking as a general rule. You know, they believe in right, which is fantastic, and they have a strong moral compass as a group. You know, now obviously there are going to be some exceptions, and you know, we have to deal with those. But overall, I found them to be an organization that needed good leadership and strong direction, and I know they'll be successful with that.